This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we talk with a detective from Luzerne County about bullying. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara. Here's FYI headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A mother and daughter from Summit Hill hosted a first-of-its-kind meeting last night. Jennifer Fox and her daughter are spearheading a new anti-bullying group for adults and children. They hope the meetings will provide victims and their advocates with a safe environment to allow them to work through their problems together. Last night's meeting was held at Tommy's Italian Specialty Shop in Coaldale. Jen Fox tells FYI that 30 adults and 25 children have signed up for the meetings, which they hope to hold at least 3 Sundays each month. Those who came out learned about the proper protocol for reporting a bullying incident and also received information about the Green Dot program in Schuylkill County, which focuses on ways to respond to violent situations. And if you are interested in learning more about the new anti-bullying groups, you can call Jen at 484-553-4633 or email her at this email address. Jen will be a guest on FYI in the near future. Meanwhile, Lisa Sugar talks with Luzerne County Detective Chaz Ballo a little later in our program about the severity of bullying in today's society. A Tamaqua man has been charged with attempted murder after he allegedly shot another man in the face. It happened Saturday night just before 8 p.m. in Walker Township. According to state police in Frackville, 58-year-old John Edwin Claus drove to the home of 27-year-old Mark Shikram. State police said a verbal argument escalated to a physical confrontation, at which time Claus allegedly displayed a handgun and fired one shot, striking Shikram in the lower facial area. The victim was flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital. Claus is lodged in Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of $75,000 straight bail. What is the future of downtown Hazleton? The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress will soon hire a consultant to help determine just that. The Alliance has interviewed 6 consultants for a planning study that is expected to get underway at the end of May. The study will focus on economic development, attracting new businesses, growing existing businesses, along with design recommendations. The study will also make additional streetscape recommendations, including marketing and branding. A mixer is being planned for May so the Alliance can explain its plans to the public. The May primary election is just around the corner, and so is the deadline to register to vote. Next Monday, April 21st, is the deadline to register to vote in the May 20th primary election. To register, you must be a citizen of the United States for at least 1 month before the primary. You must be a resident of Pennsylvania and the election district in which you desire to register and vote for at least 30 days prior to the primary. And you must be at least 18 years of age on or before the primary. For more information, call the State Department at this toll-free hotline number or visit them online. Now Lisa Sugar checks in with the first part of her discussion on bullying. Today's talk will deal with how some kids are being bullied and how parents can try to prevent it.
Today I'm pleased to be joined by Detective Chaz Ballo from the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office to talk about a very serious problem and one that is growing all across communities everywhere. Unfortunately, it is bullying. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I guess let's start off right away. How serious is bullying?
Oh, it's a major problem in every school across America. Of course, our main goal is here to try to help schools in Luzerne County, deter this from occurring within our school settings. But the problem is it's not just happening in school, Lisa. It's happening, through digital media and digital technology, because digital technology is so prevalent in our kids' hands every day that it's causing a problem for other kids.
So how do you, how difficult is it, I guess, to get a grasp on it? I know that there are, like you said, so many different forms of it. So, are you getting calls daily for problems with this?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I think some of the biggest problems because of digital technology is applications that our kids could download on their phones, their smartphones, their iPads, their iPods. Kids are able to download applications, for instance, a Text Plus application, which allows a kid to think that they're going to be anonymous and send other kids in harassing and threatening text messages, thinking that no one's ever going to find out. And it really is a problem. And this is just another way for these kids to, harass and bully our kids.
And when you think bullying, you know, from years ago, it might have been somebody just picking on someone on a playground or what, and it didn't amount to too much. But today, it's leading to suicide and terrible, horrific outcomes. So what kind of things are you seeing in Luzerne County because of bullying?
Well, obviously, it is a problem. It's going to continue to be a problem. We need parents to start taking more proactive approaches, knowing what their kids are doing with these digital technology, these devices in their hands, because I got to be honest with you, a lot of these kids are using these applications. Mom and dad have no clue that they're using these applications and the purposes of these applications. You know, I'm a firm believer that if parents start proactively getting involved with what their kids are doing with that technology, I think that we could actually stop a lot of this as we go forward.
How frequently are you seeing teen suicides and that related to bullying?
Well, unfortunately, it's happening. It's happening not just in Luzerne County, but across the country. And it's a sad thing. But, you know, a lot of these kids, you know, they're doing this thinking that the only way out is to actually commit suicide.
Well, I know this is a growing concern for all parents like myself, and we want to invite you to come back because we want to talk about and focus more on the strategy to solve it. How do we get the word out to everyone about how to prevent bullying, and when it does happen, what the steps are. So will you come back and speak with us again?
Of course.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Chaz Ballo, Detective Chaz Ballo from the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office.
Part 2 of Lisa's talk with Detective Chaz Ballo will air later this week on FYI. Tonight in From the Mayor's Desk, we check up on Freeland and the city of Hazleton. First, we have tax news from the borough of Freeland. You can drop off your taxes every Wednesday at the Freeland Senior Center on Washington Street from 10 a.m. to noon. And in the city of Hazleton, yes, we have more street sweeping information for you. Tomorrow may be a rainy day, so remember, if they can't do the work tomorrow, they will move these streets to the next work day. For more local news, sports, and information, pick up the Standard Speaker every day. And for breaking news, you can go to their website and sign up for email and text alerts, and they will always keep you up to date on everything that is happening in your community. Coming up on FYI, we have information about a free Easter dinner for those in need. And in sports, we'll take you out to the ball game for a very special opening day ceremony. But right after this break, Janine has another fitness segment today. And today we're talking about flexibility in your community is next.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're in your community today getting you in shape here at Core Fitness in Hazleton on Broad Street. We're back with the co-owner, Christy Book, and today we're talking about flexibility.
Yes, flexibility is super important all throughout life. Especially as we get older because we start to lose our mobility, so we want to keep those muscles active and lengthened. So before and after most of our exercises, we like to incorporate a nice long stretch. And we even offer Pilates and flow fusion and yoga, which are great for stretching. So you want to get that long, lean look, this is what you want to do. So there's two different types of stretching. We have static stretching, where you're going to hold at the tension of the muscle for 20 seconds and repeat that stretch 2 to 3 times. And then there's dynamic stretching, where you're going to move through the range of motion and continue against both opposing muscle groups.
Okay. Can we show some of that?
So they're holding a static stretch over to one side.
Okay.
So they're going to hold that. We're going to breathe through that stretch for 20 seconds. And stretching, first of all, should never, ever be painful. You want to go to the end of where you're comfortable and hold the breath through, breathing through. So every time that you exhale, you want to sink a little bit deeper into your stretch, and that's going to help you gain more flexibility back.
Okay, so should you stretch? How important is it to stretch before a workout, and how important is it to stretch after a workout?
It depends on the school of thought. A lot of people say now warm-ups aren't necessary. We still do them. We do a light warm-up, a light stretching, and then we always cool down and do a stretching at the end because it's beneficial at that point. Your muscles are warm, and you want to get the length back in them.
Okay, so the more stretching you do, does that help with your flexibility?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to help with your flexibility. It's going to help with your everyday activities. You will see as you get older, if you're not active, those muscles start to tighten up, and you'll notice if you haven't exercised or stretched in a while, you used to be able to reach your toes and now you can't anymore. So this is where you want to try to incorporate that daily back into your routine.
And is flexibility and doing those movements actually called exercise, or is this something you should do as your warm-up?
It can be exercise.
Okay.
When you're talking about Pilates and yoga, you are incorporating both cardio and strength training along with your flexibility. So those two types of exercises are the one-stop shop, again, for your flexibility, your strength, and your cardio.
Great. Join us every Monday here at Core Fitness. Next week, we'll have some more fun stuff for you to learn about. You can also call Core Fitness. Stop by. Again, it's an all-women's fitness facility here in Hazleton. We'll see you next week.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Clouds covered downtown Hazleton for most of the afternoon. It was a windy day, and it seems like it's the calm before the storm as we get ready for some wet weather on Tuesday. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight, there's a chance of showers. Cloudy. It will be a low around 58. It will be windy, wind getting up to about 21 miles per hour, and chance of rain is 60%. Now for Tuesday, rain, very high possibility, 100%. Thunderstorm also possible, high near 61, wind getting up to 22 miles per hour, and new rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches are possible. For Tuesday night, snow showers and sleet becoming all snow after 9 p.m. Get ready for that. Low around 19, chance of precipitation 80%. New snow and sleet accumulation less than half an inch. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 43 as we start to climb back up. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with a low around 28. For Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 50. Thursday night will be partly cloudy, the low around 30. For Friday, it looks like a nice day, partly sunny, the high near 54. And then Friday night, there is a 30% chance of showers. The low will be around 39 degrees. It is Holy Week, and there's a free Easter dinner for those less fortunate this weekend at Community Bible Fellowship Church in the city of Hazleton. And this is Wes Katansky joining us from the church. We'll get to the dinner in a minute, and the menu sounds delicious. But let's go back a little bit. You said it's been about 2 years that you're doing these dinners, and it's a monthly thing at the church. Tell us why you started them and the response you've gotten.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate this. We started, like I said, 2 years ago. We had talked about it that, you know, we have a church and we have a full kitchen. Every other church in the area is doing it. I mean, why couldn't we do it? Because, you know, we have the manpower. I mean, we have the resources. So let's do it, I said. And so here it is 2 years later, and it's going real strong.
And tell me, you got a great response from local businesses that came to your aid and also are helping out so that could provide you with food and supplies every month for this.
That's correct. Yeah, they were very generous to us. They just, like, we told them what we do, and we do it all for free, and they were on board with that. They said that was great what we do, and sure, they said, yeah, we could help you out with what your needs are. So here it is, and it's been going strong ever since.
If people are interested, you don't have to be a business. If people want to come out, help serve, help, like you said, cut desserts, how can they get in touch with you, and what can they do?
My number is on the flyer there. It's also, my number is area code 570-436-2061. Yeah, feel free to call me, volunteer, anything you could do would really help out. I mean, we have people that even take out garbage. I mean, there's a lot of people involved in this, and yeah.
Looks like there's a job for everybody, it seems.
There is definitely a job for everybody.
If you're good at cooking,
yes.
You could do that, or if, maybe just helping out, like you said, lugging some garbage. Let's go to this weekend. It's a special time of year, especially in the church. Talk about the response you get from the people who are coming to this, and also the response from some of the servers and the people helping out.
Oh, it makes me feel just so warm inside when people come to me. They thank us for providing this food to them. And I always say, it's unto the Lord that we do all this, and we, prepare it for the people. And, the less than fortunate, there's just the need in this area so bad. And I'm just glad that we could help out.
And this weekend, it's on Saturday from 12 p.m. until 3 p.m. And you are doing deliveries as well for people who might be shut in. And for the information, you could call the number on your screen. Wes, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck. Remember, every month at Community Bible Fellowship Church, they do have a dinner for those less fortunate. Summer months are coming, and if you are interested in becoming a lifeguard, listen up. Penn State Hazleton is an authorized provider of American Red Cross programs, and they are offering lifeguard courses. To enroll, you have to be at least 15 years old before the last scheduled class session, and you have to complete the pre-test that is being held this Wednesday at the pool in the Physical Education Building at Penn State Hazleton from 5 to 6 p.m. The classes will then be on 2 Fridays, April 18th and 25th from 5 to 9 p.m., and 2 Saturdays, April 19th and 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, if you need to get recertified, here's some information for you on the screen. For more information or to register, contact the Office of Continuing Education at the number or email listed there. And remember, for a complete list of community events, including a few Easter egg hunts and dinners, check out our Facebook page and SSPTV.com. Before we go to break, here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The daily number 317, the big 4 6111, Quinto 58600, and treasure hunt 7 16 19 24 29. Good luck if you played, and FYI, we'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I hope everyone had a good weekend. In fact, I hope your weekend was as good as Russ Kanzler's. On Saturday, he tossed out the first pitch for Valley West Little League. That's where the Cunningham native played baseball growing up. Before heading off to work, he said a few words to the crowd.
Some of the best memories of my life were on this field. I had an opportunity to play here for 4 years and had an opportunity to play in the major leagues, but some of the memories from baseball that I hold most dear to my heart were on this field. So my advice to all the players and parents, enjoy this time. It goes quick. Enjoy it, and most importantly, have fun. Thank you.
Now, also during the opening day festivities, Valley West honored the 2013 11 and 12-year-old District 18 champions and the 10 and 11-year-old District 18 champions from last year in the All-Star Games. And the new season is now officially underway at Whispering Willows Park. So on Saturday, Kanzler left Cunningham to go to work at PNC Field in Moosic for a doubleheader with the Rail Riders. He went 0 for 2 with a walk in the first game, a Rail Riders loss, but then Kanzler went 1 for 4 with a game-winning RBI in extra innings in the late game. Kanzler added 2 more RBIs in the Rail Riders win over Syracuse on Sunday. So in 3 games, Saturday and Sunday, he was 2 for 10 with 1 walk and 3 RBIs. He struck out twice and had 1 error at first base. He played 2 games at third base and 1 at first on Saturday and Sunday. The Rail Riders play 4 in Buffalo this week before coming home for an 8-game homestand that kicks off this weekend when the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs come to town. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins are in first place after winning 2 out of 3 over the weekend. The Pens went on the road on Friday and got a shootout win over Syracuse, and they got a huge win over Binghamton at home on Saturday. The loss came on Sunday to Toronto. There's only 2 more regular season games for the Penguins, and 1 is on the road against Binghamton on Friday, and they'll wrap up the regular season on Saturday at Utica. Up next on FYI, it's Ron Marchetti with Trivia Treats.
Happy birthday, Pete Rose, who is celebrating his 73rd today. Hi, everybody. On this Monday before Easter, this is Holy Week, and this is Trivia Treats. It was on this day, 9 years ago in 2005, that Yankees right fielder Gary Sheffield had a run-in with a fan during an 8-5 loss to the Red Sox at Fenway Park. In the 8th inning, Sheffield fielded a drive off the bat of Jason Varitek along the 3-foot-high right field fence when a fan swung his arm in front of Sheffield's face. Sheffield picked up the ball, then shoved the fan before throwing the ball back to the infield while Varitek reached third with the triple. Sheffield whirled around with a clenched fist but restrained himself. The fan, identified as Christopher House of Dorchester, Massachusetts, was ejected but not arrested. However, 4 days later, the Red Sox revoked House's season tickets. 52 years ago, in 1962, Arnold Palmer won the Masters in Augusta, Georgia, beating Gary Player and Dow Finsterwald in a 3-way 18-hole playoff. And staying with the Masters, on this day in 2004, 10 years ago, Phil Mickelson won the Masters in a fight to the finish with South Africa's Ernie Els sinking a birdie putt on the 18th hole of the final round. 60 years ago yesterday in 1954, the Minneapolis Lakers took the NBA championship With an 87-80 triumph over the Syracuse Nationals in Minneapolis, the Lakers have now been in the league for 6 seasons and have captured 5 titles, winning in 1949, 50, 52, and 1953. On that very same night, in 1954, in his major league debut, 28-year-old Philadelphia A's second baseman Spook Jacobs, who I'm sure nobody remembers, collected 4 singles in 5 at-bats, but Jacobs will last only 3 seasons in the bigs, batting just .247 in 188 games. That doesn't seem to be too shabby these days. Spook Jacobs, a blast from the past. Spook Jacobs probably earned about $13,000 in 3 years, mother of God. 40 years and 1 week ago, in 1974, Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's all-time home run record with number 715 in Atlanta before 54,000, including Georgia Governor and future President Jimmy Carter. See you Friday. Till then, stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 25th birthday to Aaron Rock. He's celebrated on Sunday. Love from your family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Also tonight, happy birthday Nicole Marchese. Love from your family and friends. And happy birthday Janet Kukowski from your family and friends. And one quick announcement, the Greater Wyoming Valley Audubon Society is offering scholarships for area students to attend nature camp during the summer of 2014 at Nescopeck State Park. Full or partial scholarships are available. Applications are also available by calling 570-403-2006 or emailing nescopecksp@state.pa.us. Application deadline is May 30th. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Joseph Michael Chico of Beaver Valley. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. from the St. Columba Catholic Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Allen Funeral Home. Ernest R. Hutchins of Bedminster, New Jersey. Arrangements will be announced by the Middlesex Funeral Home. Lois K. Todd, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral will be private and at the convenience of the family from the Hazle Chapel of the Krapf Hughes Funeral Home. Richard L. Belushko of Latimer. Funeral is Tuesday at 9 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 5 to 8 p.m. And George E. Puhawk III of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 9 p.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Call Smilax for all of your special needs, 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now in News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Jean-Ann Wenches of Sugarloaf. Jean-Ann, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
This weekend, get ready for an all-new season of The Girls on SSPTV. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. on SSPTV, it's FYI. Until then, take it easy, everyone.